you once again to all of you for spending your hard-earned money throughout the season at Placerville Speedway. We're ready to go with one final Wing 360 Sprint Car event for 2022. We're going to hand out $5,000 later on tonight. Well, heat race number 1 for the Wing Sprint Car set to hit the battlefield off turn number 4. 4 individual 10-lap heat races. Top 5 will transfer. We'll take our winner to the redraw and the fastest qualifier from each heat race who transfers as well. Lineup for heat race number 1 looks like this. On the pole, a former winner of the trophy cup out of Colfax. Tonight back in the Harley Van Dyke TNT Trucking Sacramento. Well, heat race number 1 taking shape out there on the Hangtown Speedway red clay. 5H Willie Croft, top 5 finish, driving this car last month. Of course, once again, Harley Van Dyke, the car owner. TNT Trucking Sacramento Battery Company among the sponsors. To his outside, Shane Golovic. Last night picked up his 12th career 360 victory at Placerville. In 2 weeks, he's going to defend his World of Outlaws victory from a few years ago. 5B Colby Copeland, 4SA Justin Sanders, 7C Tony Gomes, 7P Jake Andriotti, 21 Shane Hopkins, 31C Justin Cox, and 5A Lonnie Alton. Well, race fans are excited to go racing one final time with the 360s here in 2022. Green flag off turn 4. Certainly picking up steam. Shane Golovic picks up the victory in heat race number 1. He'll move into the redraw. Colby Copeland second. Justin Sanders also redraw bound. Tony Gomes and Jake Andriotti, your top 5. 5H Willie Croft still that last lap, so he will not second March. He goes alongside Dylan Bloomfield, second place here on July 16th. He also ran second in a USAC midget too, Michael Facino back in May. As we go lights out. 94 Edge, Kyle Hurst. Number 3, Caleb Montgomery. Blake Carrick, Seth Stanley, Andy Forsberg, Andy Gregg, Bill Smith. Pick out a favorite as we go 10 laps. Heat race number 2. Good young racers out here in California. How about it for 16-year-old? Facento looked large and in charge early on last night in the feature before getting kind of bound up on the cushion and then dropped back to the 6th place finish at the checkered. 93 Stephen Ingram, good qualifying effort for him. He's on the outside of the front row. 9L Luke Hayes, 21X Gage Garcia, 38 Colby Johnson, 25 Justin Johnson, 33H Eric Humphreys, and number 2 Alex Pettis. 10 laps, top 5 transfer, winner automatically to the redraw. Well, your final wing sprint car heat race of the night, looking good out there on the pole. Isaiah Vasquez, 18-year-old grandson of the legendary Rod Tyner, longtime crew chief and the car owner on this 83 SA machine. Outside of him, 16-year-old Caden Steele, very impressive rookie season coming out of the micro ranks. Sean Becker, Tanner Carrick, row 2, Michael Pombo, Ryan Robinson, JJ Ringo, and Ryan Lippincott, your field. Lights are out, 10 laps upcoming. In this heat race, Tanner Carrick just has to finish in the top 5 to make the redraw. One of the nice guys in sprint car racing picks up the victory. He'll make the redraw tonight. Seth Stanley, 2 is outside 33H Eric Humphreys, final row 75 Bill Smith, 4 transfer. Of the wing sprint car B main, working on a clean sweep with the Hunt Magnetos Wingless Tour tonight. Last night got the final transfer out of the semi in the Wing 360 finale that charged from 24th to 10th. Andy Forsberg to his outside in the 92. Of course, in this format, there is no getting your times back, so the top 4 in this race are going to start tail end Charlie right at the back. Justin Johnson, JJ Ringo in the second row. No, trying to get a couple cars to be correct. Shane Hopkins, Andy Forsberg, Justin Johnson, JJ Ringo, Justin Cox, and Andy Gregg, your top 6 starters. Looking for a nice, even side-by-side start in turn 4. Andy Forsberg around the outside. Shane Hopkins leads. He'll set the pace inside the ANRAC fire-off zone. After that, the Kings meets. Green flag is going to wave. Hopkins. Johnson over there in turn 2. Andy Gregg as the car upside down on the big white tires on the second corner. Second place as the lights go out. Justin Cox chooses the inside lane. He has scored as the leader over Shane Hopkins, Andy Forsberg, and J.J. Ringo. 4 laps past. Everyone on ice skates over there. Car Ryan Lippincott, the reason for the yellow. Is good. Once again, a one-lap shootout. Justin Cox, Shane Hopkins, Andy Forsberg, and Michael Pombo. Those are the 4 golden tickets to the main event later on. $500 to start the feature tonight. Checkered flag waves in the B main. Justin Cox picks up the victory over Andy Forsberg, Pombo third, then Shane Hopkins in fourth. Those 4 drivers move on to the feature later on. J.J. Ringo, Sestan